What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Copart walk around. Video 1 of 3 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Don't forget to check in Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You will see these Copart walk arounds. And today, we're actually going to be looking at purchasing something this week. In fact, maybe a couple somethings, but I don't think I'm going to share it with you until next week. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. There are 2 cars in particular I'm really interested in, but we're going to start this video out with some Carnage behind me, and we've got a guest over here, Monkey Wrench Mike, in the house.
That's a tease. You're a tease.
I'm a tease. If you don't know who Monkey Wrench Mike is, go check him out on YouTube. He's got a hilarious series of videos, mainly pertaining to a bunch of Mercedes, which are the cars that I've learned to kind of stay away from. I guess he hasn't figured that out yet.
Not
But
really smart.
he's got some crazy cars that he's trying to get working on. All right, so I want to give a big shout out to Yard 18 over here at 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Del City, Oklahoma. Big shout out to the people up front that handle all the paperwork, the forklift drivers, if you want to call them forklift. Those things are like dump truck forklifts, or forklifts on steroids, but shout out to them. All the people here, the corporate office, everybody that makes this stuff happen, and thank you to you guys for watching these videos. Without you, I could not even do it. So, to get started, we have a GMC Sierra. I don't know what year it is, and honestly, I don't really care. It looks to me like it's an older one, maybe an 05, 06. Well, I was gonna show you guys the interior, but it doesn't look like we're even gonna be able to get into it. Look how the doors buckle, the doghouse is smashed into the doors, and look how it's bowed out like that. My goodness. Don't worry, we're not gonna make this whole video Carnage. This is just number 1 on my list. This is how the cookie crumbles. Comment below if you know where that reference comes from. I'm Bruce Nolan, and this is how the cookie... Whoa. Well, you can kind of see in there. Doesn't look too bad. This one, honestly, is not very interesting. In the pictures, it looked like it was a whole lot more Carnage than it actually is. It looks like with all the wrap and stuff on it, they made it look a little better. Without all this wrap on it up here, you could see that the roof was just all kinds of bent out of shape, real nasty. This was a nasty wreck. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but this one was an ugly one. Here we got a 2011 BMW 328, and this one doesn't look too bad until you get over to this side, but even this doesn't look horrible. So you got a little bit of damage to the door right here. It's really cool when you get these cars here that still have the body shop markings on them, so you get a better idea of what you're gonna have to do. Obviously, they decided the hood was trash, the fender was trash, they're gonna have to fix this door. Screw that, you know, we're not gonna fix this. You got a little ding right here in the mirror. Nope, we're not fixing that either. Another ding here, not fixing that either. All this little stuff, believe it or not, adds up. All these little dents and cracks and holes, you don't have to fix that. The insurance company does. That's why you can find a much better deal by coming out here and buying one of these things for yourself and fixing it for yourself. It looks to me like you need a bumper. What do you think? Maybe we could save that with some super glue or some epoxy. We can just fix that right up. Maybe some duct tape. A hood, a fender, a bumper. Obviously the headlight, even if it's in the back of the car, it's going to be trashed. Frame rail straight. This is your little crash bar right here. And behind this is a little crumple zone for the crash bar to help prevent damage to the frame and to absorb the majority of the impact of a collision. That's good too. We're going to need a fender liner. Looks like the strut's good. Control arm looks good. Everything under here looks really good. This should be a fairly straightforward and simple repair. Let's see if we can pop the hood. Obviously blending. Screw that. You know what you do, guys? You go to what is it? I think it's carpart.com, car-part.com, and you can actually look up online. That's where I get a lot of my parts. You could find the parts that you need for this and find it in the same color. All right, and yeah, the color's not going to match 100%, but it'll be close enough. Go to your local, well, Pull-Apart's not going to have this. I guarantee you Pull-Apart's not going to have this. I can pretty much guarantee you LKQ's not going to have this either. But if you get the color code, you can find the right colors. You can slap the parts back on. Ooh, look at that. What happened there? Huh. That's a little on the concerning side. That's a lot of oil. That's a lot of oil. Where would that even be coming from? Like, no? Looks like it's coming from right here. You Beamer people out there, what sits down here that would blow oil all over the hood like that?
Unless they spilled it and then it got on the alternator.
And just slung it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Walmart did the oil change. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I had. Walmart change the oil in one of my rentals, my Chevy Cruze, and they didn't put the cap on it. And when I drove out, it blew the oil, and the cap was just like sitting. It blew everything up in the air. They put it back on, and when my renter got to Arizona, they forgot to put this little neck on it that went to it. So it blew the cap while they were on the highway going through, where is it you go through Arizona? The mountain, Fairfax, or?
I don't remember.
Where is that, babe? Going through Arizona, that mountain. Flagstaff. It's Flagstaff. Flagstaff, Arizona. Yeah, they blew the oil cap going up the mountain in Flagstaff. It had to go to a dealer, and they had to clean all the oil off the engine, and I got to pay for all of it until the car got back, and I had to fight Walmart tooth and nail to refund me $60. The dealer only charged me $60 because they felt bad for me. All right, back to the car. Story time's over. I don't see the mileage on this. Normally they have the mileage on it. It's listed as a run and drive though. 100,000 miles on the dot. That is right where you want to get rid of a BMW and a Mercedes. If you want. That is a doornail. I mean, it's not. No, it's not. The glove box light is on. That's interesting. So the interior lights are on, the glove box light is on, but it won't do anything at all. Nothing. It'll unlock. The trunk opens. Oh, you got to stick this thing in there. Never mind. Yep. Hold on. What's the deal here? Well, it goes in gear. The wheel turns 124,000 miles. Let's turn that radio off. 124,000 miles on the clock. Let's see here. Let's see if the AC works. I'm sure it does. If that AC works, it is not cold. It's not feeling very cold to me. This is a cute little car. Oh, there's your headlight right there. Oh, yeah, I told you. I told you. That's, yeah, that's done. Hey, need a beer?
Thank you.
Need a beer here. Have one on me. And when you're done, a Nemesis bag.
Oh.
Hey, there's your fender liner too. See what I mean? Sometimes you get some extra parts, you just glue them. This car was new. I'm not going to show the temp tag because I don't want anybody's personal information, but somebody had just bought the, or no. That says 2017. Interesting. So someone just had their temp tag laying back there. It really does run great. It runs great. And the AC feels like it's coming on. It's getting colder. Does the important window work? It does. And the mileage was right on the window right here, and I didn't see it. What is this? I know you find all kinds of cool stuff in these cars. Don't take none of it though. You want it. You want the stuff in the car. You got to buy the car. Yeah, she runs good. Hey, this thing is leaking oil pretty good. I see where it's coming from. The oil filter housing. I don't know if the seal is bad, but look at this.
Right there. Yep.
See it pouring?
Yep, there's a little O-ring.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes right across there. So it's dripping right
dripping
there.
on the belts and the fan and then slinging it right back up. So that's not a big deal.
Yep.
That's not a big deal. You know what I would do? I would buy this. I'd put a damn headlight in it. Take some zip ties and hold that bumper in place. I'd drive it. I'd drive it just like it is. All right, let's move on. This is a nice little car, though. It's a nice little car. If Mike doesn't want it, maybe we'll look at it. What are you?
One new tire.
Are you looking at anything to buy this week?
There's a couple
Maybe?
of there's a Mercedes and a Sequoia and a 4Runner.
Oh, don't tell them what it is, though. Wait till the auctions.
There's not a Mercedes, there's not a Sequoia, and there's no 4Runner ever. No.
Yeah, you know what? They're not going to see this video till the auction's over anyway, so. That scared the living bejesus out of me. He shut the trunk. I thought the car just blew up. Here we got a 2012 Focus, and I thought I was interested in it because these are great little flip cars, but the damage to the front is a little bit more than what I thought it was. You know, that's again why I say you got to come out here and take a look at these cars, ladies and gentlemen, because the pictures don't always tell you everything, you know. I mean, Copart does the best they can, but at the end of the day, you really need to come out here and check this out in person. So, I mean, from first glance, just walking up to it and looking at it, it looks like it's just a bumper cover. Took a little bit of a hit, but then you see how badly this headlight was broken, and you can even see the fender over here is broken. It's folded in up top. The gaps over here are off as well. You got a tight gap at the bottom, but when you get to the top, the gap gets really loose over here at the door. So there's a lot more going on here than just a bumper cover. And I want to see if we can open the hood here. There we go. 121,000 miles. That's getting a little bit up there in my opinion for a Ford Focus. But if the price is right, it'd still be a sellable car. I think Ford, hold on. Yeah, they moved them. Instead of being in the center, Ford decided to put them way over here to the left where nobody'd ever think to even look for them. Is the header panel cracked? Or aka core support, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the heck that went to. Part of the headlight assembly? I don't know. This actually looks like it's okay. The fender apron is good on this side. Maybe it was just the impact pushed the headlight into it is all. When you get down here though, you can definitely see the crash bar. Ooh, there may actually be frame damage here. Hold on. No, there's not. No, there's not. This is the little crash piece for the actual frame rail. The frame rail sits way back here. You got this bolt-on piece up here that absorbs the impact. That piece is definitely damaged. Crash bar is definitely damaged. All the plastics under here are broken and damaged. I mean, you can see it's all been lifted up here. So there is a lot of stuff that's got to be replaced under here. But it still has coolant. So it didn't break the radiator. So that's good. That looks good. The condenser might be okay. Thanks to all this plastic crap up here, it's really difficult to get in there and see. But that crash bar took one heck of a hit. This is one I'd probably stay away from. You know, not all salvage cars are going to be good candidates for repair and flip. This is just a little too old with a little too many miles to be putting all that money into, even for a DIYer. In my opinion, it's a Ford Focus. I like it. I do. I got nothing against the Focus. With 120,000 miles on it and a bunch of unknown repairs needed underneath that front bumper, this is one I just have to walk away from. Here we got a 2014 Mini Cooper Club. Never heard of the Club version. I've ridden in a Mini Cooper. In fact, I think I drove one once, and I wasn't particularly fond of it. But this one's got a cool look to it. It's got that, I don't even know, man. It's like a station wagon minivan crossover. It kind of reminds me of a smaller PT Cruiser. Yeah, this could be an animal hearse. As long as they're small animals. Look at these doors. I like them, man. These doors are kind of cool. Got the swing out doors like the old minivans. You guys don't know anything about old minivans. Y'all are too young for that. And then you got like a third door over here, I think. This looks like a door. Man, these are big doors right here. Yeah, it's got a third. Is there a door over there too?
No door here.
No door there, so it's only a 3-door, like the Saturn.
Yeah.
They copied the Saturn, the SC and the and it was just the SC, I think, and the Ion. The SC and the Ion, or the Ion had 4 doors. The SC had 3 doors. This is practically new. It still has the brand new key fob sitting in the package right there. This is nice. Except for that it says total loss all over it. And when you get to the front, you can really see what's going on here. 97,000 miles, really. This thing is clean. This is real clean. I'm gonna pop the hood. If I remember right, the headlights and everything come up with this, or it opens backwards. I can't remember. It's one or the other. I think this whole thing here, whoa, there we go. What an interesting design, yeah. What I like though is how this upper support here is just, this is easy. This is just unbolt it and you're good to go. Now, I don't know what it's like on the lower end, but I can tell it's got no coolant. and the damage is down here. You can see it took a hit, pretty good one down here. It just smashed everything up under here. Condenser, radiator, compressor looks smashed too. It bent the subframe too. That's why it's total loss. Dang, this is an interesting one, and this wasn't one I was originally even interested in to begin with. But
what can you do with a total loss car?
Rebuild it, sell it.
Rebuild it and sell it?
Yep.
Just like a regular salvage title?
Yeah. Total loss and salvage are all the same. Junk title's where you run into a problem. Yeah, you get into a junk title, there's not, I mean, some places you can do some things we won't get into on video, but you can turn a junk title into a title if you wanted to. I mean,
go to the right state.
Yeah, the right state. Let's see, how do we work this? You slide this little puck in here. I don't even know, man. Yeah. How do you turn the damn thing off? There we go. Does the AC work though? Yeah, obviously air conditioning does not work. What a cool little puck key though, isn't it? I've never seen anything like that before. What an interesting little car. It is so clean. I mean, seriously, for 100,000 miles on it, this thing is in really good condition. It looks brand spanking new. The seats show no wear at all. Huh. You know what? I'll keep my eye on it just because I've never worked on one of these, and I'm kind of intrigued. I'm kind of curious. Maybe it's something we could put back together. I'll have to price some parts. I know for sure condenser, radiator, core support, some of this stuff, front bumper. We'll look online, see if I can find parts for it, what they run. This is something I'll think about just because it's unique. I think it's different. Comment below, tell me what you think of the Mini Cooper Club station wagon thingy. Here we got a 2013 Nissan Rogue, another one that I was interested in. And yes, I know we've been doing a lot of walking around lately and not any buying. Let me tell you, I'm looking for something that I want to buy. I'm not just going to buy anything. So this is one I thought, this didn't look too bad. And I bet looking at it from the video here, you're probably thinking the same thing. This isn't too bad. It's a 2013 Nissan Rogue. I don't remember what the miles are on it, but I don't think it has that many. A little bit of rear end damage, 71,000 miles, but it's listed as a no start. And I'm sitting here wondering, why would this be a no start? Well, this is where coming out and looking at it in person really shows the damage. See your gap up here? Look, as you get down towards the bottom, the door is actually overlapping the fender. Look at that. You've got a crease here. Down here is where it took most of the damage, which this is all light sheet metal. I mean, that can be pulled out, but you start getting under here, you've got a broken charcoal canister, and that probably has something to do with why it doesn't run. That combined with this might have one of those safety switches that has been tripped from a rear end collision. Now, I'm not going to get in the mud to look up under here and see the extent of the damage, so I'm just going to show you around on camera and hope that you can see what's going on back here. The hatch obviously doesn't close properly, so already I'm just not interested in it at all. There's the, oh, good God. That's bad. That's maybe the front smells better. No, my sniff test. Oh my God, this is one of the worst I've ever smelled. I don't know what that smell is.
Oh. It's like an old diaper. Oh.
Yeah, I think there might be a diaper in here. That's a good one. Yeah, it's that's a job for the ozone machine. Whew. I think that would give that little box of yours a run for its money right there. Yeah, he loaned me that ozone machine too, so big shout out and thank you to him, because I put it in every car I own. It did a hell of a job. Unfortunately, I didn't know that putting it on for 2 hours was a little long for a car.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, the flood car, I thought, hey, you know, we'll turn on for what, 2 hours, and I left it and came back and you won't smell nothing in that car anymore. But it took about a week before you could stop smelling ozone. And I breathed it in and everything because I wasn't really aware of how bad it was for you. Yep. Yeah, I breathed it in like it was nothing, and then next thing I know, I was dizzy, lightheaded, and I was like, I'm not feeling so good. So we started checking into like side effects from breathing ozone. Yeah, you're not supposed to breathe ozone. It's really bad for you. They cause your lungs to not be able to actually breathe in oxygen.
You kind of need that to happen.
Yeah, so that kind of explains why I felt so lightheaded. So you guys may or may not remember the 2014, I think it's a Corolla. I'm pretty sure this is a Corolla. We actually looked at this maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. This is hail damage, and you guys wanted me to buy it. So many of you said you wanted me to buy this car, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. This is a car that I've been on. This is a car that I lost. The buy it now, basically what this company, whoever owns this, what they're wanting for is $7,000. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, and I go through a lot of cars, I think this one has a book value maybe around 11,000. So if they want $7 grand for it, about $1 grand in fees out the door, you're looking at $8,000 for a salvage car. We have to rebuild the title on it. Has to go in for the state inspection, obviously. It's riddled in hail damage, which, like I said, isn't a big deal to me. But if you're looking to make a profit on this, you're not going to make any money at $7,000. $8,000 out the door. When you include fees, $8 grand out the door. There's no money to be made. And it's not in perfect condition. Obviously, the hail damage, but if I remember right, there was a traction control light on or something. The interior's got the sharp stains, coffee stains all over it. So, I knew what they were, guys. Some of you thought I was being serious. 61,000 miles. And let's see, yeah, we've got what lights do we have on? Check engine light and a traction light. Maintenance required. So, like, immediately, you know, this car needs work. Whether it's just a cheap and easy sensor and maybe the traction control's off due to a faulty ABS sensor or something, it still requires work. It still has hail damage. You know, $8,000 out the door, where's my profit margin? There is none. There's no room. It's too much money. That's just my opinion. And to be quite honest with you, I make more profit on cars that I'll pay $400 or $500 for than I would make trying to buy this and holding on to it and hoping that somebody, the right buyer, would come by and actually want this thing at the price I'm asking. Comment below, tell me what you think. That's my philosophy. That's how I feel about this car. Maybe you feel differently. So comment your thoughts below and tell me what you think. And here's another thing. Wait. Before we go, these colors don't match. This front fender does not match that bumper. Unless it's just the angle. And that bumper's not on there right either. No. You got a tight gap down here at the bottom, a loose gap up here, and way down under there, you can see the polishing compound. When they had to compound it after clear coating it, there's compound still under there. So this thing had a front end issue. Look at the gap under the headlight here. Big gap under the headlight. Yeah, so there was an issue with the front end at one time on this, for sure. Huh, I didn't even notice that before.
That's
see? Yeah, just another reason to come look at these things in person and catch things like that. Body lines are important, but you guys saw this in one of the previous videos. I didn't catch that before, but we caught it now. Just another reason. It just reaffirms my decision to stay away from this car. Last one for this video. Yeah, we're cutting this video short, guys. There's a reason for it, but we got to cut this video a little short. This is number 7. It's a Kia Optima EX 2011. I actually have a soft spot in my heart for these cars. Not the EX, though. The SX. I had a 2013 SX Turbo, and I think I had it in about 2015. What a magnificent car Kia and Hyundai have become. They've really turned into a great auto manufacturer. They build good quality cars with, I think, the best warranty in the industry. 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. Their warranty is amazing, and I've only had to use it once, and that was on a Hyundai Elantra that had a headlight issue. It was strictly cosmetic. It didn't affect anything, no functionality issues or anything, just cosmetic, and they replaced it, no questions asked, and they were done like that. Now, I had the turbo version of this car, which is around 300 horsepower from a 4-cylinder. It was incredibly fast for a sedan, and I absolutely love that car because you could pull 35 miles a gallon all day long from a 300 horsepower sedan. What a great car. Comment your thoughts below. I know a lot of you really don't like Kia/Hyundai. But personally, I've owned a lot of them, and they made great, reliable cars, whether I was using them to rent out on Toro or whether I was doing rideshare. Either way, they were very, very good cars, and I never had an issue. And they are so cheap to own and maintain. These are not expensive cars, but what you get for the money, truly, I don't think you could find a better deal in the automobile industry than a Kia or a Hyundai. I really don't. I swear by these things. Again, I'd prefer to have the turbo, but you know, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with this. This looks very similar to a turbo, except for the part where it has no doors. Yeah, this whole yeah, it's a great car, great looking car, aside from the fact it has 0 doors on this side at all. And the doors are in the front seat. That can't be good for the seats. I'm guessing that's not good for the seats at all. Makes me wonder, like, what really happened back here, because I don't see any I don't see any damage. I really don't see any damage. I see no damage at all, but the doors are missing. So I mean, it had to have gotten hit over here, right?
Well, the rocker panel looks straight. That B pillar still looks good.
Maybe the A pillar right here. I don't know if it's made this way or not. Almost, no, I think, I don't know. And look how nice Kia / Hyundai is. You know what it's like to have to go through and take the wires and everything out of the door? Look at this. Not here, buddy. You just push a couple pins, pop that sucker out, door comes off. That easy. See, they thought ahead. They thought ahead. Love this car. So I'll be honest with you, I wasn't considering this car. I kind of thought this would be a Carnage car, but right now I am seriously considering picking this car up. Mike and I have been over here looking at it, and what we're trying to figure out is, look, the fender's missing, so obviously it was damaged. There's no damage. The fender apron is perfect. Look at this. It's perfect. You got a little scuff on the bumper here. I'm not fixing that, boys and girls. We're not doing nothing to that. Obviously, there was damage to the wheel or the tire, but the suspension looks fine. The wheel looks like it's centered pretty good in there, and it looks like the camber is good as well. You come over here, look at the A pillar we were looking at earlier. I really don't see any damage. No damage to the rocker panels that I can see. The B pillar looks perfectly straight, and even back here, everything looks good. So we're sitting here going, and this has got the panoramic roof too. And it's got this real pearl. This is either pearl or diamond. This may be diamond. The one thing I'm really upset about is that the doors are thrown in on these leather seats, man. That sucks. But the back door, you can see there's damage. I don't know how well you can see, but there is damage up here, right there at the end of the door. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but not bad. That damage is not bad at all. So, see what the front door and the front fender looks like. So the fender took quite a bit of damage. Hopefully you can see that all right. The fender took quite a bit of damage, but the great thing is the damage to this fender was underneath. This was not anything that affected the structural integrity of the car. And the best part is, this is not an OEM fender anyway. This is Kappa certified parts. Manufacturer certifies compliance to Kappa specification, blah, blah, blah. Comment below, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this stuff would say Kia or Hyundai. This says K parts, K Platinum Plus. To me, that doesn't sound like a Kia part to me, but I could be wrong. And then you got the door. Damn. Let's try not to damage the car anymore. You got the door, the front door, which has damage up there to the top. I don't know how well you can see that either, but yeah, a lot of damage to the top of that door. And with 120, come on now, 1,000 miles on it, even though this is a nice car and I would consider it a candidate for repair, unfortunately, you know, this is not something that an insurance company is going to take the time to put into. I'm going to see if we can possibly start it. Nope, not well, the doors are open.
The battery's missing.
Oh, it's missing? They took it?
Battery.
Oh, they took the battery. Well, it's got the Infinity surround. It's got a touch screen. I'll put this fender back in here. I'm trying not to do it in a way that will damage the car any. There we go. That's weird. Why did they keep the battery? They kept the battery. How about that? Okay. That's interesting. So this, is it lit? No, it says to run and drive. I'm lost. Yeah, see, that doesn't say Kappa parts on it, does it?
Yeah.
It says Kia. Kia, yeah. Yeah, I think this car was in a fender bender before. Interesting. Guys, comment below, tell me what you think of this car, because honestly, hey, you know what else? I didn't realize this, but this side only has donuts on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this whole side has donuts. And we can't get into the trunk because it's probably electronic. Anyway, comment below, tell me what you think of the Kia Optima EX. It's a sweet looking car. I think it's a definite candidate for a rebuild on the channel. We're gonna keep our eyes on this one. Comment below, tell me what you think. That's gonna be it for this Copart walk around. Stay tuned because it's only Tuesday. The next Copart walk around comes out on Thursday and then again on Saturday. Big shout out to Monkey Wrench Mike. Go check him out, show him some love, comment on one of his videos and tell him Randy sent you. And a big shout out to the lady that you guys never see. Her name is Jessica, my fiance. She is hiding. She doesn't like being out here on camera. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you to all of you for making this possible. Stay safe out there and we will catch you in a couple days in the next one.